Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to give you lots of information of what you need to look for when you're at the thrift store or a yard sale or swap meet. I'm giving you two bolos at the end of the video. One I actually came across yesterday. I was so excited, so I'm going to have that also in the video. I just wanted to do a couple of what I sold the last week and a half from the new year. I do sell designer handbags, mostly from Japan. They're pre-loved, and I did have some sales there. So I'm going to show you right now of just that, not other things I sold, but just those handbags that I sold, because I sold on eBay and I also sold on Mercari. I seem to be getting a lot more handbag sales from Mercari. But when I do sell on eBay, I seem to get more on eBay. So, right, real quick, we're going to show you a little bit of what I found yesterday at the Salvation Army. I thought I'd try something new and not go to Goodwill. I thought Salvation Army would have better prices. I am in California. I was a little disappointed that they were just pretty much equal to what I would comp out on eBay if I was to buy it. So there are a lot of things I could not buy. And so I'll probably try Goodwill today. This is the weekend coming up right now. It's Friday, and so we have Saturday as well. And I am going to go out and I'm going to look at all the yard sales. I actually had someone message me today and say, hey, we're having a yard sale, because I reached out to them a couple weeks ago asking about some of their games for like Wii games and PlayStation games and Xbox games that I saw on their marketplace on Facebook. And so they did message me and they said, hey, we're going to have a yard sale for all those games, and the pictures that they had, because they had one before. And so I asked if it was that weekend, because there was no date on that posting of when they were having the garage sale. And they said, oh, we already had it. And so they messaged me and said, we're going to have it this weekend. So I'm probably going to go down there too and take a look at that. So here we go. We're going to first just do a couple real quick of what I sold. And then we're going to move on to what I found yesterday. And at the end, like I said, I promise you, I will give you two bolos. Be on the lookout for when you're thrifting. Okay, here we go. Okay, first one I sold on eBay. This is a Louis Vuitton luggage name tag. And I had a set of 16 of them, as you can see here in the pictures. And they were all in fair condition. So I just didn't think I can sell them individually unless I sold them for like $5 each, which didn't make sense. So I put them together. There was 17 originally, and only one of the 17 was in like excellent condition. So I pulled that one to sell separately. And I put this for 16 Louis Vuitton luggage name tags. I ended up selling it for $85.97 plus shipping. The next one, I sold the Balenciaga Motocross Classic Envelope city bag. It's a clutch bag. And I sold it for $150, and the buyer paid the shipping. The next one on eBay I sold was a vintage Dooney and Burke multicolor signature bag. I loved it. It's also a two-way satchel, and it's also had the detachable strap for a crossbody. I ended up selling that for $38 plus shipping. The next one is the single Louis Vuitton name tag. And that one is sold for $25 plus shipping. So that one sold as well. Okay, we're going to move over to Mercari real quick. And I sold the Louis Vuitton Toilette 26 pouch bag. And I sold that for $185. Now, you may think, how are you making money off these? But like I said earlier in the video, I do buy from Japan, resellers from Japan. I do pre-loved, and I can get really great prices. So I'm very comfortable selling at these prices for you guys. I will put the link below of my Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay store so you can browse it as well. Okay, the next one I sold was my YSL Muse bag. And this was in fair condition as well on the exterior. The interior was immaculate, but the exterior had a lot of scuff marks on the back side of this bag. It finally sold for $156.36. Okay, the next one was a bundle. Now, it says bundle here, and I sold it for $100. It was the Louis Vuitton Epi Clutch bag. And then it also had, and I'm not really, it's really hard sometimes for me to say the name, so if I mispronounce it, I apologize, but it's Bagley Mishakov. And that's a little tiny, you can see here in the pictures, it's like vegan leather. It's really cute little crossbody bag. Now, I was willing to let that go. That one I think I was selling for $20 on Mercari. And then I was selling the Louis Vuitton Epi Clutch, I think for like 110, maybe 115. I don't remember. So she gave me an offer at $80. I messaged her and said, hey, I could do $100. And she said that would be perfect. So I ended up selling that for $100. Like I said, the second bag, the Bagley Mishakov, I actually got for free. So it didn't cost me anything. And that was brand new, still sealed. And then the Louis Vuitton clutch bag, I think I bought it a long time ago for like $70. So I just wanted to offload that, and it sold, and I moved on. Okay. And the next one I sold was a vintage bag from Dior. It's the Trotter bag. It's the Boston Trotter bag. I love this bag. It was a smaller version. It wasn't a large one. It sold for $150. And as you can see here, really cute, but it had a lot of fading on the exterior. And then the leather was cracking a little bit. So I sold it for $150. They were happy. Okay, so that's what I sold the last couple of weeks in handbags. Now I also sell, other stuff too, clothes. I don't do shoes, but I may in the future. I have jewelry. I just do everything. But I do love handbags, and that's why I wanted to show my handbag subscribers what I sold. And like I said, you can go to the link below and you can browse the stores I have. Okay, so now yesterday I went over to Salvation Army, and like I said, I was a little disappointed. I talked to the cashier there because as I was browsing, and I don't have footage of that, I found a TiVo machine. Now, if anybody knows, now the cashier didn't know what a TiVo was. She was a little too young for that, but I remember TiVo, and that's a recording device that people used to buy to record all their shows when they were at work or stepped away. They didn't want to miss their shows. Now, this is all before the streaming and everything happened. You didn't want to miss your favorite show, so they would have the TiVo, and you could record anything while you were gone. Well, obviously, when the streaming and everything came along, and you can start pausing on your TV with the remote, TiVo kind of disappeared. So I was surprised when I saw it, and I did check the comps, and I was a little surprised that they were like in the $50 range. They wanted, I believe, $10 or something for the TiVo, and I thought that was doable. But when I went up to the counter at the end when I was checking out, I asked her about it. I said, what's the refund or exchange policy on this? Because I do know that Goodwill will not refund you the money, but they'll at least exchange it for the same price, and you can buy something else with that, like a credit. And so she said, there's no credit or refunds whatsoever with us. And I was like, whoa. I said, even for electronics? And she said, well, we have a plug in the back. You can plug it in and try it out. And I said, I understand that works well with TVs, but it doesn't work well with the TiVo because it's a recording system. And when I did plug it in, it did turn on, but I can't see if it actually works with the TV and what it's supposed to do. And I could hear a noise. So I'm like, I don't even know if this is a good machine. Maybe they got rid of it because it was going out. She said that's just their policy now. So I was kind of surprised that Salvation Army, at least that Salvation Army or the Salvation Armies in California, I don't know. You're in a different state. It may have a different policy, but that was the policy there. No returns, no exchanges whatsoever, even on electronics. So a little disappointed there. Then I went to the men's section first. And as you can see here, I went to the men's section first, and I just wanted to browse real quick to see if I can find anything like Tommy Bahama, or I can find any more like the ones that sell really quick on eBay, and anything like bright colors or paisley or Western wear with the pearl snap shirts. Those sell. So all those kind of shirts. As you can see here, I'm scrolling. I really didn't find much. I'll show you at the end what I did get. And then I moved on to like the home decor, and what you can see here, the bunch of baskets and stuff like that. Not really a lot going on at this, and it's a big store, but it was not a lot going on there. I think they had more clothes than home decor and things like that. But I did go towards the back and looked at the home decor. Nothing. I saw Christmas stuff. I'm kind of done. I'm over Christmas right now. I know probably it's the best time to buy stuff and wait for the holidays again coming up, but I'm kind of done with that. And the thing is, it was 50% off white tag there, but the Christmas stuff was not 50% off. It was full price. That kind of took me back too. So I just moved on from that, and I went to the toy section. I kind of looked over there to see what I can find. And then you can see here, I found these cute little tiles, I guess for the bathroom, for your children when they take a bath or something. I don't know, but it's Star Wars, and they were all brand new. I found like 12 of them, and they wanted $3.99 each. That's $4 times 12. Now that's $48. Now when I went to eBay, it says that they were selling for like less than $6, because I think someone took an offer and doesn't show what they took, but they were asking $6. So it was not worth it. I put a lot of stuff back. I found a lot of Nerf guns and a laser gun. One of the laser guns I found from Nerf, I actually have picked up the exact same one, but it was only one. So I picked that one up because it was only, once again, $3.99. And now I have two of them to add to that listing. So I did pick that up. So I moved on to then the women's blouses and tops. I wanted to look at t-shirts. I found this one, Dolly Parton, and I ended up getting it for myself. They did already cut this, but I like Dolly. It was only $1 because it was a white tag, and I grabbed it. Now, as I'm looking through here now, if you looked at my last video, and if you didn't, go to my channel. I'll even link it in the description below. But I talk a lot about Taylor Swift and the kind of fast items that sell of Taylor Swift on eBay. And so one of them is her concert tour shirts. So now I'm always on the lookout for that. And I'm scrolling, as you can see, I'm through all the shirts to find a Taylor Swift shirt. I end up finding a Tupac for a women's shirt. Now, and it was a 3X, which larger shirts, 1X, 2X, 3X do well on eBay. So I thought, okay, well, it's a 3X and it's Tupac. And I'm telling you, if you go and look at Tupac, the prices are just all over the place when it comes to shirts. But the vintage Tupac shirts that are actually from the 90s, those are selling for over $200. But all the other ones that are just kind of newer, they sell between like $10, $40, $50, about around there. So if you have an old vintage Tupac shirt in your closet somewhere in a box, you can sell that easily for $200. This is my favorite because I love handbags. I went to the handbag section. It was very scarce. There was hardly, like, it's 1, 2 handbags and then nothing, 1, 2 handbags and then nothing. So as you can see here, I really didn't have much to go on. There was a lady there that had a whole cart, and as you can see here in the video. And so I thought she was a buyer. I thought she was a shopper like me. So I'm like, she took all the bags. She took all the good bags. And I'm looking at the bags while I was waiting on her, and I found these Vans. And they were really cool looking Vans, but they wanted $10.99, so $11. And like I said about Salvation Army, they pretty much are the same as what you would find on eBay for the pricing. And so it was like, okay, can't get those shoes. So then I see her now going back to the handbag section, as you can see here real quick, and she's putting stuff away. So I waited for her to do that. I walked over there. I looked real quick. The only thing I found, as you can see here, I found a wonderful Kipling front flap, zip, medium size crossbody, adjustable crossbody bag. Kipling does well and on all platforms. And I actually think Kipling does a little better on Mercari than eBay because I did price them both out. And so that's why you see a sold here for $50, but that's new with tags. Mine obviously wasn't new with tags. I got it for $6.99. Okay, so that was my day at the Salvation Army. I did spend too much time there. I spent hours there because I had grabbed everything and then I had to comp everything out on my phone individually. As promised, I'm giving you guys Bolo alerts. Okay, so the first Bolo alert is what I thrifted yesterday. Now, I have it right here. It is and it's things that, you would never think of. If you're at a yard sale, they may sell it for $1. I happened to find this. You saw it in the video as I scrolled through and looked at it. But this is a water filter for a GE refrigerator. And it never opened. I mean, I opened it and it's brand new. I got it for $3.99. And I did the comps there. And I was surprised they were selling for like $37, between $30 and $37 for one. And so what I did was, if you don't know, I'm sure you do, but this is how I knew that this is more than 100% sell-through rate, which is amazing, is that I went and at first I took a picture from my Google Lens and it told me what it was. And then from there, it'll say someone's selling on eBay. And I click that and it takes me to eBay to that person's listing. I go to their title and I push down on it and it'll show copy. So I'm going to copy and paste. Then I go to the search menu on eBay and I hit the top and I paste it. Now, if it says new in box or it says something else or a 2-pack, I'll erase that off the title because I just want this. And everything will pop up. And at the bottom, it will tell you what your results are. So for instance, if it says 56 are selling, are available, and then you go to the top where it says filter and you hit filter and you scroll down to sold, then it'll tell you, and 60 sold. Right there is just over 100% sell rate because you have more solds than available. So I am probably going to sell this for probably about $30. Because I've seen some for $29. So I'll probably sell mine for $30, but if I wanted to wait longer, I probably would do like $37. I'm not willing to wait longer. My whole thing is to list and sell within 2 weeks. If they don't sell within 2 weeks, and everybody keeps saying, well, hey, 30 days, 60 days, fine. It's not fine for me. Not for me. I don't have the space and room to start collecting stuff that's going to sit for 2 months, 3 months. I'm not doing it. And then because I don't put it in a system like other people do, but I don't put in a system to remember what I bought it for. I just know that if I listed it, I put it up, I marked it up, maybe 30% or 20% or something. So, and then plus all the fees that either eBay, Poshmark, or Mercari charges. So I'm not willing to do that. I'm willing to buy something, wait 2 weeks. And, I used to do real estate. I still have my license to do real estate and I do flip properties from time to time still. So when I used to tell a seller, hey, homeowner seller, listen, this is what it's comping at, but most sellers like to go up a little higher. Okay, we'll go up a little higher, but if nothing happens in 2 weeks, we don't get any action on it, we need to lower the price. And that's kind of where it is across the board in any kind of sales. Like this, if I put it for 40 and let it sit for 2 months, I'd rather just sell it within 2 days and sell it for $30. It's gone, I moved on, money's in my pocket, and I'm buying more stuff. That's what I would do. That's what I do. And other people don't. So everyone's different. So if you have all this room and you want to stack up everything and have things a little longer, that's fine. And because you want the extra $10. For me, it's not worth it. I moved on. I still made a profit. I only got this for $3.99. You may go to a yard sale and pick this up for 50 cents or $1. So, this is a good Bolo to look out for. Okay. And I'm sure other water filters are good to look out for. So just kind of go to eBay, type in water filters, refrigerator water filters, and then see how many are available, and then go to sold, and then just scroll to see which ones are in the name brand like GE that is selling. So that way you can kind of then, besides GE, if you already know this is a good one, see if there's something else there like Frigidaire or something and what they're selling for. And then now you could go back to your regular top search and go Frigidaire water filter, refrigerator water filter. And then you can see how many have sold and how many are available. Okay. Okay. The next Bolo alert is a toy. So like I said in the beginning, what does a refrigerator part and a children's toy have in common? And that's the riddle. And it is Bolo, Bolo, Bolo. They're both selling quickly. So this other one, and I noticed today from December sales to January sales, it has slowed down, or not so much slowed down, but maybe have gone down in price a little bit. So be aware of that, because remember, trends only, maybe every 90 days or 6 months. So just keep on the lookout for that. Don't buy something because you knew a month ago it sold for this, because it may not sell now, for the same price. So many people might know about it now, so it's kind of saturated that category, and now yours is not worth as much. But this is still, if you have it in your home, or if you want to look for it at a yard sale, thrift store, or if you have any friends that maybe have it because they have children and maybe want to sell it, their children are outgrew it. But it is the Leapfrog interactive globe that people are selling like hotcakes. Now, last month, like I said, they were selling for like brand new between like $100 and $175 brand new in the box. Used were going for like $50, $60, $70, $80. They were still selling and they were out of there. So if you come across it, that would be a good one to pick up. So you can see here, I scrolled and I was looking at what was available. It tells you what the results are. I don't have, I didn't write it down, so it's on the video, but it's at the bottom, and then it shows the results. And then I went to the filter again, went to sold, and you could see here that it is a great sell-through rate, and that are the two Bolos you need to look out for. I am continuing to look for products that sell at close to 100% sell-through rate, and I'm always going to let you guys know what they are when I find them. So I'm not going to tell you 2-3 weeks later and I made the money and you didn't. I'm telling everybody as soon as I found it. Just because I find it though doesn't mean that it was a new one. I just found it and I don't know how long that's going to last. So just kind of always keep on the lookout to see what the trend is for that particular product. And I'm going to have more sold videos, some handbag videos, all my other stuff that I've sold. I have my thrift store and yard sale videos I'm going to show you. I'm going to this weekend, so I'm going to have some more. Look out for that. Hit that notification bell, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.